Hi everyone, I'm Nick Fazio, a senior planner at the MPC, and in this week's episode, I will discuss the catalyst for historic preservation in Savannah. In the 1950s, a combination of phenomena such as white flight, growing car ownership, abandoned downtowns, blight, and economic depression threatened Savannah's historic resources. At this period, in Savannah's history, reactionary decisions were prevalent, with little thought for preserving buildings that had been in the downtown since the 17th century. While unique landmarks of the city were demolished and development went unchecked, seen in the form of highway infrastructure, parking garages, and glass towers, modernity and progress was spreading. Until the Davenport House, the catalyst for today's episode. I think it's interesting to note that the Davenport House was the OG Little House That Could, a classic David and Goliath story. Of course, David didn't have an advocate like Anna by his side, but if he did, that story might not have ever been worth repeating. To make a long story short, historic preservation began here. Originally constructed in 1820, this property had become dilapidated over the years and was facing the bulldozer. To become, drumroll please, a parking lot for a funeral home. Great thinking, business community, Savannah, circa 1955. Unfortunately, that was a common practice everywhere at this time and plagued many cities. Savannah was not excluded. Then came the visionary, Anna. Still sparked by the demolition of the city market, along with her band of white glove society women, banded together, raised money, and bought the building to save it. By the 1960s, the historic Savannah Foundation, founded and led by the Seven Ladies, still concerned about the future of historic buildings, surveyed the district, identified the historic resources, and challenged the Chamber of Commerce to promote tourism as an economic base and advocated for the establishment of a design review process. This work was critical to bringing about formal historic preservation in Savannah. And as they say, the rest is history. If you're interested in learning more about historic preservation in Savannah, follow us on Instagram at MPC Historic Preservation or visit our website at thempc.org/historic. Make sure to tune in next week for episode 3, How Does Preservation Work Here? And once again, thank you for listening.